Today we're going to be focusing on the least common multiple, or LCM. Now the biggest mistake people make is confusing multiples and factors. Okay? The factors of 8 would be any number that multiplies together to give me 8. 2 times 4, 1 times 8. The multiples of 8 would be basically counting up by 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, and so on. Okay? Thinking of, the multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's important to know the difference between them because of what we'll be doing today. Okay? Thinking of greatest common factor, we use something called the cake method to figure that out. Okay, now we can also use the cake method to find the least common multiple. So basically, I would do the same thing as if I was finding the greatest common factor using cake method. Oops, I wrote the wrong number. Okay, that's one mistake you don't want to make. So here I have 8 and 12, and I'm going to start with my cake. Once again, I'm going to start my cake and continue my cake the same way as if I was finding greatest common factor. I need to think of a number that goes into both 8 and 12 evenly. I can think of the number 4. 4 goes into 8 2 times, 4 goes into 12 3 times. Now once again, I'm going to look at this top layer and see if they share any factors other than 1. The only number that goes into both 2 and 3 evenly is the number 1, so our cake is finished. Now just like with greatest common factor, I can use this information to find least common multiple. Instead of just multiplying what's on the side, to find the least common multiple, I am going to multiply everything that's on the outside of my cake. You may want to think of it as the icing of the cake, the candles of the cake, whichever is going to help you remember it a little bit better. Now I take this information, I multiply it all together, and that gives me my least common multiple. 4 times 2 times 3. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24, so my least common multiple is 24. If we want to see if that works, once again, we're just going to list our multiples of 8 and 12. 8, 16, 24. We believe it's 24, so that's as far as I'm going to go. 12, 24, and then I see the lowest multiple that they have in common is the number 24, so we know our answer is correct.